Konami released the new ban list in July of 2000, finally limiting Confiscation, the Forceful Sentry, and semi-limiting Delinquent Duo. Konami also randomly semi-limited Gravekeeper's Servant, but to this day no one understands why, as it saw virtually zero play. With these new limitations in place, Hand Destruction was no longer the definitive best deck, and Good Stuff, Equipment Beatdown, and even Mill were all now candidates for the top deck in the format. Premium Pack 3 was released on August 10th, and brought with it one of the most iconic monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh!, the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Under normal circumstances, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon would just be yet another anime card finally making its debut in the OCG. However, if you recall from previous episodes, Cyberstein has been in the game for months, and while it only saw a small stint of playability with Black Skull Dragon, it was time for Stein to shine. See, Pharaoh's Servant also released a new equip spell, Megamorph. This card doubled the attack of an equipped monster if the player's life points were lower than the opponent's and vice versa. This two-card combination of Cyberstein and Megamorph gave the player a 9,000 attack point monster and could win the game on the spot if uncontested. When you consider the amount of time it took for Konami to act in the face of the oppressive Exodia FTK seen in previous episodes, how long do you think it would take Konami to respond to this new deck? 5 days? Yeah, 5 days after the release of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Konami limited Megamorph to 1 in the history of the OCG. Oh, you knew we were going to go back to our good old friend Cyberstein eventually, and that time is now. With the release of the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, of course, in a strange distribution method, I think it was either like a premium pack or just some promotional method. If you get your hands on this, Cyberstein immediately becomes playable. So playable, in fact, that only a week after this combo existed, it was banned, or not banned rather, but Megamorph got limited to 1, which effectively made the combo inconceivably possible to accomplish just because you needed to get to your Cyberstein, which wasn't the tricky part. The tricky part was getting to your one-of copy of Megamorph, and if you couldn't do that, you couldn't really pull off the combo. So for 1 week, this was playable, and we're going to put to the test to see whether it was the format warping super threat that the Cyberstein combo enables. It's cool to see that this existed in the OCG, because I remember, like, in the TCG, growing up as a kid, you heard about this combo, and you're like, yeah, that's so cool, but obviously it came out a lot later when Cyberstein got reprinted after being a prize card. I'm pretty sure Ultimate Dragon was also like a jump promo, and funny enough, I think Megamorph was limited to 1 here in the TCG at one point as well, just because maybe they were afraid of other combos that could take advantage of this. But in any case, we are playing the Stein OTK deck, and I think what's neat about this is that we get to see this deck playing almost every single piece of spell and trap removal available to us at this point. Feather Duster's now at 1. I think Heavy Storm might be at 2, which is why we're only on 2 copies, but if not, I don't know why we're not playing the 3rd. But we're even going as so far as to play triple MST and triple Giant Trunade. We haven't seen MST really at all, and that's because there hasn't really been much of an advantage to play it outside of like maybe exactly the Maha Vilo decks instead of playing something like Taylor or the Fickle, just because this card has its advantages over that because it's more generic, it can hit back row and stuff. But we definitely haven't seen much of Trunade. But when you have a deck that has an instant win condition, assuming you can hit your opponent directly, I could see the argument for Giant Trunade, and that's why we obviously are boarding into it. The problem is, though, actually achieving it, right? Because not only do you have to worry about back row, you have to worry about monsters. And we have like stuff like the Recruiters now, which are going to always maintain board presence. We have stuff like the Mill decks that are playing the Jars and like Spear Cretin and all those annoying cards. And unfortunately, if the one Cyberstein gets hit, sure, you have Monster Reborn to bring it back, but if the Jars can dispose of Cyberstein, then all of a sudden the combo becomes a lot less potent and you're going to be in for a rough time. Not to mention they're playing stall cards like Messenger of Peace, damage negating cards like Waboku. It's not like the decks during this time weren't prepared to play against something like this. I mean, we're even siding Messenger just in case we play another aggro deck to buy time until we get to the Stein combo. Then we could just not pay for Messenger and then just go nuts and just Trunade and just win the game immediately. So it'll be interesting to see how viable this actually is, especially since we're playing one of like the best decks during this time, which is Mill. Hand Destruction is basically dead in the water, and so now the decks have to revert to a sort of good stuff form. And without all the hand control stuff, I think it actually might be a lot harder for a good stuff deck to win, because the Mill deck can just get out of hand really quickly with all the Cyber Jars and Morphing Jars and all that nonsense. This may not be enough, but it'll be interesting to see if that plays out as such. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Well, Joseph, for all the fans who loved Mill last episode, they get to see you run it back. And now that the hand destruction stuff has all been hit to some capacity, things are looking good for your deck. How are you feeling?
Oh, Alex, I know better than to bet against you in a format where the power spells are a 1. Oh, they hit all the hand destruction spells. Let's get this die roll out of the way before we go and forecast anything.
All right. We'll see. I gotta be honest with you. I rolled a 5, by the way. I gotta be honest. The deck that I'm playing doesn't even really want to play the power spells anymore, just because we've got new technology. But we'll see if that comes up in the actual game. Best of luck, buddy. Yes, we do indeed. I will draw for turn. Standby main. I have like the most boring opening imaginable. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I don't. Pot of Greed.
Sure.
Oh. Oh, my. Oh, wow. Sheesh. I have a pretty boring one, too.
Okay. Draw. I guess... God, what is the set, dude? Anything? I hate this. I hate this guessing game that we have to play. Fuck it. Tribute to the Doomed.
That's not the right one.
Ooh, okay. Not bad. Mystic Tomato. Get in!
Oh, my God. 1,400. You're kidding me.
Good luck. Pay your 100 for the messenger. It's more like 1,500.
I'm good. Go ahead.
Okay. But Joseph, what hope will you have against another tribute to the dude?
Oh my God. If you have another Mystic Tomato, I'm gonna be so mad.
I don't, but I have Sengen.
That's so bad for me. Okay, fine.
Go ahead.
What is the plan?
Pay your 100. You're at 4,000.
Yeah, this isn't going so hot. Ooh. Perhaps this will change your mind.
Perhaps this will change your mind.
Oh my God. I'm just dead. You haven't done anything yet.
He's letting it go. Holy shit. It was Judgment and Change of Heart. Okay. Ballsy. I'm feeling pretty ballsy.
Oh my God. You're kidding me.
Yes! Get in!
Oh
I still need one more turn.
Fucking Raigeki, please. Holy moly. Go.
Come on. Oh my God. All right. This is where I'm not going to do that. It could be Cyberjar. Well, if it's Witch, I have to attack with Tomato.
It's Witch. I'll grab Cretan.
Okay. I'll attack for 1,000.
Yup.
You're on 600. Those Solemns are looking mighty juicy. Go ahead.
I know that's going to be fucking Magician of Faith, and I'm just going to lose the game immediately. I know this is fucking Magician of Faith. Stupidest game of my life.
How about we MST the back row?
Sure.
And then we will Magician.
Oh, good. You drew MST for turn. That's good. That's excellent. Yeah. Holy. That was a good one, buddy. That was a really good one. Fantastic. MST for turn. That was the real kick in the teeth.
I mean, I had to have 3 removal spells, and none of them had to be Witch or Sengen until way later. So I don't know. I feel like that was a losing game unless everything went right for me.
Oh, but everything did go right, didn't it?
Oh, didn't it? Didn't it? Yeah. Funny. Let's just run out a Killer Tomato.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Fuck it. I'm setting everything. I'm too scared. Hit. Sengen. All right. Now it will be. That's the problem. Yeah, there we go. Go.
Good.
Okay. We'll draw. Let's try it. Tribute to the Doomed.
That is really rough. Sure.
Let's it go. Interesting. He might have another. 14.
This is weird. I'm going to try mirror forcing this guy.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I will set one. Go ahead.
That better not be fucking Magician of Faith. I swear to God. That better not be fucking Magician of Faith. Go ahead.
I'll draw. Duster.
Wow. Jammer.
Sure. Faith, target, Duster. Duster.
Yeah, that's fine.
Judgment and Reborn. Raigeki.
You're out of your fucking mind, dude.
Witch.
Oh, good. Yeah.
It's not great, but...
It's not... Are you fucking with me? It's not great. You're going to go...
Not great. I gotta
Duster, Raigeki.
I gotta win the game, Joseph.
Oh, you're right, dude. Actually, this is not great. Oh, man. This is such a terrible position. What's the fucking set card?
It's gonna take me fucking 5 turns.
Is this Magician of
Faith? It's gonna take me 5 turns to kill you.
Okay, Pot of Greed.
Oh, yeah. See? This is exactly the fucking problem.
Show me the witch. Show me the witch. Oh, well, yeah. Oh, it's such a bad position. Holy, I can't even set this. You're going to get fucking Duster.
I was going to say, do you want me to decide what I'm picking before you set a card?
Oh, my God.
I mean, I think it has to be Duster, though.
Yeah. Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I need to like win the game, Joseph. I need to win the fucking game.
I think this game may already be over.
We'll see.
Oh my god.
All right. Hit.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, right on fucking time.
Your mirror force is gone.
It
That's
is.
nice. Fuck it. Reborn.
Yeah.
Tomato.
Yeah.
3, 3, 11, 14.
Waboku.
Sure. Go.
Jesus. Go ahead.
And another Waboku. This is 25. I literally just tried middle clicking to like on master duel to see how much damage I have. This is lethal if you don't have a Waboku.
I have a Waboku.
He has a Waboku. Go ahead.
Oh my god.
Well, that's annoying. If it's jar, I want to set this. Let's go in with... You could have a witch, so we'll go tomato.
It's witch. We'll grab
witch.
Cretin.
And then we're going to go 3, 3, 11, 14. Barely shy of killing you. Go ahead.
Could be literally anything.
So you think I would have learned my lesson from the last time I clogged my field? I'm just going to set one. I guess I'll put these these magicians to defense. I don't think you're attacking me, but, you know, no reason to leave them in attack. Graceful.
Yeah.
I will pitch Megamorph. I guess this Sangan. It's not going to matter in all honesty. We'll just do Sangan. That's fine. Space the back row.
Yeah.
Solemn. Tribute to the doomed, what I think is the Spear Cretin.
It's the Spear Cretin.
We'll try it.
Oh, what a close one, dude. This is a pretty bad position for me. Holy.
To be fair, I just drew out to the Spear Cretin. I know if I didn't clog my board, I could have change of hearted it. That's why I was like, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, all right. Another power one-of that would have won you the game. Oh, good.
You want to try again, buddy? You want to try again?
We'll fucking make ad revenue on here somehow.
I'll let you go first. You can stop
thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's not going to happen. There's no world in which that happens. All right, what are we working with here? Oh, 5 bangers. Let's see the 6th
You get to draw for a turn. You get to draw for a turn.
Another banger. I can't believe it. Holy shit. I think I'm doing this and this. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. This is pre-board now, so I still think it's better for you. Fuck it, we'll space.
It is Duster.
It is Duster. Cool. Let's run out this Witch in case you have a Cyber Jar. Okay. And let's attack. Okay, so I'll mill 5. That's it. Yeah, we do have a Summon Skull in this deck. We need an alternate win con in case we can't pay 5 for Cyberstein. Sure. I do think it's funny. The whole purpose of this is to do the Cyberstein thing, and I have not gotten the opportunity to even get close to doing that.
Let's go 1, 2. Go ahead.
Here we go. We'll draw. Graceful pitch Messenger Witch.
Mm-hmm.
I will try to tribute to the doomed.
I don't know. Would you have do you have cameras in my house? What is going on here?
Maybe.
Oh my
We'll go 11, 14.
Yeah. I'm gonna reborn targeting Skull.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just chilling on it. Go ahead.
Duster.
Yeah.
Snatch the skull.
For sure.
Thanks for giving me a live target for this one. We'll attack.
It is this guy.
Sure.
I'm gonna grab Cretin.
All right. 11, 25. This is where Snatch Shield's going to become a liability real quick here because you already have a Cretin engrave.
Okay, let's go Pot of Greed.
Sure.
Swords. Ooh, go ahead.
Doesn't even need Cretin. Graceful.
Yup.
Ooh, those are not good. We'll go... I hate to do it. I think I'm going to get rid of Stein.
Mm-hmm.
And I will set 1. Go ahead.
Could be literally anything.
Literally anything. Turn 1 on your swords. Draw. Gain 1,000. Yep. Don't want to forget that. Okay. So you know I have this Moth, so I'm just going to flip it.
Yep.
I'm just deciding what I want. I could tribute to the Doom what I think is Spear Cretin. But because you had Swords, you technically didn't even have to set it. Dustering doesn't do anything because Spear Cretin is alive. Could go for Painful Choice, but the problem is I don't think I have, like, enough good things to send that I can sort of force you to give me what I want. And I can always just take Graceful and just try to go 3 deeper and just, like, Gamba. Which might honestly be, like, the best case scenario here, so I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was, like, maybe the best case scenario. Okay. We'll get rid of Mirror Force. I don't think I'm going to need that. And we'll get rid of... I'm going to Graceful again.
Mm-hmm.
I think the picks are Painful and Witch. I'm going to Tribute to the Doomed this one.
Yup.
Was the Cretin.
How many times has Tribute to the Doomed hit exactly Spear Cretin? I feel like it's got to be 100% of the time.
All right, and I just go for it.
This is the end of the game. Yeah. Oh, man. These weren't even
That's
close. Insane. I got washed.
That's crazy. Wait. That was exact lethal. Holy shit. I thought it was 100 off for a second.
Wait, this is... Yeah, that's exact.
It's 36 plus 3 is 39. Yeah. I thought it was 38 for a moment. Oh my god. That's wild. Again, though, if this was like a jar or something, then I would just get cooked.
But
so I had to hope
wasn't.
that, like... I guess. I don't know. Maybe the mill deck is all hype. Like, obviously, this Stein OTK, which hilariously enough, we didn't even get to see resolve one time. Like, it's playing stuff like Mystic Tomato because the recruiters are out, and then the recruiters, like, play under Messenger of Peace. And, like, I imagine they designed these decks at this point where it's like, oh, we know everyone's playing Mill and they're playing Messenger, so we should just play under it. I'm boarding Messenger for what it's worth. So if I'm playing against a good stuff deck, like, I can side it in until I get the combo and then just, like, kill you.
No, I was just, like, pitching Messenger for charity there at the end. I was like, yeah, this doesn't do anything to you. I saw the Summon Skull and I was like, oh, a use case. That's crazy. Like, it really is not a good card into this matchup. And it's not, it's frustrating that it's not a good card into this matchup, but this is like the matchup. Like, the good decks are playing these cards exactly. So, you know, what am I going to do?
No, I will say it's been like, you called it out. It's crazy that prior to Nobleman of Crossout coming out, which I think comes out in either the next episode or the one after, Tribute to the Doomed was like, this card's a house in this old style of Yu-Gi-Oh, because there really is just like no other way to deal with these fucking flips. And yeah, even if it's a 2-for-1, it's still worth it so that you don't get blown out into oblivion with fucking Spear Cretin loops or... How else can I even out a Spear Cretin loop? Dark Hole Raigeki? I think like that's it.
Those are
like
pretty good ways.
Even I can't even Change of Heart Spear Cretin because you can still just get back a Spear Cretin. I guess if I like Change of Heart, you get back yours, and then if I attack yours, then you don't have another Spear Cretin in rotation because I stole it. So like that sort of stops the loop. So it's like 5.5 ways to deal with it. But I was not expecting this one to go by this quickly. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I think there's a lot going on. I think like this Spear Cretin, the Spear Cretin loop's really good. The 2 jars are really good, but like Witch and Sangan are very slow. Needleworm is cool. Because your opponent is going to see their entire deck because of how the jars work, you have to be planning for Raigeki, Dark Hole, and Tribute to the Doomed out of the board. And it makes it a little bit of a hassle.
I think it's interesting, though, because like you mentioned Witch and Sangan, right? It's like that's another way that Tribute to the Doomed is like the ultimate neg, which I was expecting to happen a lot more because like there were so many times where it's like you had multiple sets. I'm like, well, if I hit the wrong one, I'm going to like -3 myself, which sounds terrible. Or -2, rather. I don't know. I mean, maybe this was just like a weird way that this played out. I thought that this was going to be similar to our last game, as a matter of fact. Crazy that the last game of all things played out, had a lot more play to it than this one.
Yeah, like think about it in the context of like actually resolving like a Tribute to the Doomed, though, right? Is like you're going to hold it until you see me like search for a Spear Cretin, or I set a card into a board that's weak to Cyberjar. Like, you're almost never just firing it blindly, right? Like, even if you're attacking into a Spear Cretin and I Spear Cretin, loop Spear Cretin, it's like, okay, well, now we know what the card is, right? So the tribute becomes on. Like, it's strange. I think it is the case that, like, in a vacuum, it's like, oh, these cards are crazy. The tools to deal with this type of recursive, like, stun deck don't exist yet. But then in practice, it's like, no, all the tools are there. They just have to be used different than we as like standard Yu-Gi-Oh players are familiar with them. Like like maybe like the purpose of confiscation in our previous game isn't to get a good card out of the hand, it's to turn off Magic Jammer for the turn, right? I think a lot of that, like maybe painful choices just to get conditional removal spells into the graveyard, which then like a Magician of Faith helps you manipulate more effectively. Like it is a weird back and forth, and it requires you to think of cards within a different context as soon as you load into the game. And I gotta say, like with the exception of like Runic Stun exactly, I do miss that sort of like on the fly interpretation of cards doesn't really happen in modern Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, and to think that this happened so early on in Yu-Gi-Oh's history, right? I mean, it's impressive considering like where we've been the last like 10, 15 episodes, right? And like what we've endured to get to this point. It was probably a breath of fresh air, in all honesty, that people had to like play a deck like completely differently than just like summon guy hit face. So guys, that's gonna wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoy. Let's go ahead and shout the patrons for all of their continued support. So shout to Shout1317, Tim00x3, MBT Play Medolce, Moto, Cameron L. Smith, Phoenix the Immortal, Pony Stark, The Synchro Guy, Dan the Man Hoban, Little Fade Leaf, Draconic, Dylan Rare Hunter, JW11860, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Flannel Daddy, Chrono the Branded Enjoyer, Twinkle Muncher, Matthew Brady, Uncle Brian of Stardust, Power Rave, both out a stupidly long name that barely makes any sense and is annoying to read out loud, Cheeks McLaperty, Stolfin Amethyst, Wonder Waffle, MBT cancelled by all community soon, cancelled by all committee soon, cancelled by all players soon, Nicholas Carpenter, Corvain, Calvin Tempest, RIP Akira Toriyama, Daniel Howell, and Life Keeps Using Solemn Judgment on my hopes and dreams. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time.